Well, hello everyone. Don Garman here for Mirador Capital Partners. Here we are. We're at the end of August 2021, if you can believe it. And starting September, I think I checked in a few weeks ago and said, as long as things were relatively calm, we would move the interval to, every several weeks to a month. And here we are, and I don't want to let it go too long before we check in. So also don't want to come on when not a ton has changed. So what we talked about last time, I think, was surrounding the theme that once the kids got back at school, we're going to have to sort out the variant and all that stuff and see really what the path of earnings going forward is going to be. We are highly interested and attuned to when the pace of earnings growth starts to decelerate, because that usually signals a rise in volatility and perhaps a shift in wind direction. There are some initial signs that would certainly be timed for the fall, perhaps into the winter. What was a nice surprise was that the earnings that we saw reported this time around, I would say broadly beat expectations. Forecasts were good. What we're seeing now, which I remember back from 20 years ago, which is the companies that are hinting at slowing growth ahead that carry the high valuations are getting whacked. Right, so we don't want to. We want to be real careful to avoid the situations where we think that we're set up for a binary. The companies are being rewarded a little and whacked a lot, and so we're really looking and combing through the portfolio to make sure we're not heavily exposed to a lot of those types of names. We like a lot of our holdings a lot going into the fall and winter. I think that we're at a point in the cycle where some of the names that we hold that haven't performed as well this year are looking really well set up into the fall. So as you see some names that we've owned at certain points in time and maybe don't own in as large a size now, will start to creep into the portfolio at larger levels over the coming weeks and months. If you want any specifics, you can always check in and ask about anything you see happen in your accounts as we go through time. Besides that, things are absolutely hopping here at Mirador and our cousin company, Tri-Valley Ventures. For those of you who don't tune in closely to my movements, Greg Hitchin and I were fortunate enough to join a local company, AI, symbol LIDR, which you would find in your strategies depending on what you own. We were lucky enough to join them on the bell ringing of the NASDAQ as they transitioned from a pre-public company to a public company a couple of weeks ago. Big thrill. Got a chance to join the team on the stage there at the NASDAQ market site and be witness to them ringing the bell, which certainly marks, as we've all recognized, the end of the beginning of that company's life cycle and many more positive days and months and years ahead for that company. So very excited and happy for that team and all of their employees. And so with that said, we will be completing our expansion here into the other half of our office, end cap here at the end of our 6700 Cole Center Parkway office building here in the next month, and look forward to opening that other side in October, which more than doubles the amount of space that we occupy here. We're doing our best to keep everybody safe and distanced, and of course everybody here has gotten their shots, and we're all trying to do all the very best things that we're advised to do to keep ourselves protected. On that note, if you want to come in and you want to see somebody in person, let us know, reach out, and we'll certainly make every effort to accommodate you. On that note, tomorrow starts September. We will see if the relatively calm markets continue and persist. And one thing you can rest assured is that we will be ready for whatever the markets have in store for us and whatever comes our way. That is sort of our practice and our full-time mode. So on that note, I will leave it at that and hope you all had a great summer. And it's nice to see the kids going back to school, even though they're all wearing masks, and probably will be that way for a while longer, but hopefully not forever. So on that note, we will talk to you soon. Thanks for everything. Bye-bye.